What's good, YouTube? DM Gaming here, guys, and we are back with another college football video. No, I'm playing. But all seriousness, what's good, y'all? DM Gaming here, guys. We close to release, dog. We got a big week ahead of us with the presentation, campus huddle tomorrow. I haven't decided if I'm gonna go live with it yet. Let me know in the comment section down below if y'all want to go live and read through that. Don't be in there horsing around and shit. We ain't got time for all that. We in there to read, get some information, learn and grow. Okay. I ordered my cherry wine. Ain't came in yet, but I ordered it because apparently they ain't got it in Texas because they told me over the phone they don't serve bullshit. So it is what it is. But yeah, let me know if y'all want to go live for the presentation. Campus huddle. And then we definitely going live for the deep dive for Dynasty. All right. So be ready for that. Guys, subscribe to the damn channel, man. Like, what are we doing? I also leave a like. If you watch the video, go scroll up top and hit the like button, bro. Like, I don't get it. If I was trying to charge y'all for some ish, y'all'd be paying out the ass for it. Probably not, but whatever. But liking a video doesn't cost you a damn thing, and it helps the channel tremendously. So hit the like button, man. Stop being a Poindexter. Don't be a Ryan Moody, okay? Hit the like button. So, speaking about a few things. Tomorrow, presentation. Fingers crossed for because guys, the whole thing with equipment, this is my whole stance on it, okay? This is not what the video is about. I just want to get into this before we get into the video. My whole stance on it is that I get it. I like a little drippy drip, you know what I'm saying? I'm a basic guy, I guess, you know, give me my wristbands, my sleeves, my gloves. I like some spat. I don't like the spat in the game. It's too thick. It's not realistic to me. That's why I never wear it. But I get it. I get you guys want this stuff. My issue is attacking developers for it. And then also just logically understanding that there is a plethora of equipment already in the game. The community is upset because of three pieces: a hanging mouthpiece, a shiesty, and a one leg sleeve. Which, don't get me wrong, the one leg sleeve, it looks cool, okay? The shiesties, you're not gonna be able to see that in the game like that. And then the hanging mouthpiece, really either, unless it's a cutscene. And I had a conversation with a guy about the cutscenes. It's like, most of the time, people don't truly just sit there and watch them. You know, I get it though. You want your drip. But my thing is, like, there's a lot of stuff that we want in these games. I, for one, would love a halftime show. I would like a pre-game presentation show. You know what I'm saying? But we can't have everything that we want. And hey, when you turn on college football, you get that pre-game, you get that halftime show. So for the same crowd that's saying, oh, but that's, that we want what's in the game. Yeah. Everybody does. You know what I'm saying? But they're trying to build something at the end of the day. And there's a lot of equipment that can hold you over, if that makes sense. That's my whole sentiment. I know you want those things, but at the end of the day, they're trying to build a video game, and a piece of equipment is not going to doesn't take priority over gameplay. Does that make sense? That's all I'm saying. So speaking of which, guys, I tweeted out this a while back. Back whenever they went through the deep dive stuff, we went through all of that, and I told Scott, this was my thing after reading everything in the deep dive, guys. That choice is yours part should be the mantra for this year, because we have so much control at our fingertips. I don't know if people realize that, and guys, that is so true. I did a video a while back about customization, and how this is one of the most customizable games, college football games ever. Somebody dared to say, oh, 14 had more customization. No, the hell it didn't. And guys, I don't know if people truly read the gridiron notes. But dude, there was a couple of times that Scott mentioned watching film study. You know what I'm saying? And I didn't, I was like, hold up, are we going to be able to actually game plan within the game? You know what I'm saying? Be able to kind of, like, that would be a cool thing to be able to see tendencies. Like, oh, let's say I'm playing against SMU, and I get, a scouting report I can devote time and resources to getting scouting reports and film study. That way I can see, hey, they love running this set of plays, this group of, I ain't gonna not say plays, but schemes. They like kind of going with inside routes on third and short or something to that effect. You know, something like that in college football would be really, really cool. Because then I know, hey, on third and short, I'm gonna take a chance and I'm going to shade my defensive backs inside and tell them, hey, alert, 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 look for an inside route on third and short. Does that make sense? But it's deeper than that. Y'all want to talk about realism. Scott is basically telling us, guys, and this game is set up in a way, you know, at the end of the day, they're trying to get true simulation. And it's basically telling us that deep dive was a love letter to people like myself I've played college football. I've played high school football, of course. I've coached at the high school level for many years. The goal one day is to get to coach at the college level. This is a love letter to people like me who want to turn on a video game and be able to put the knowledge that I've learned in coaching and playing and apply it to the game. That's simulation. At the end of the day, simulation doesn't reflect reality 100%. It's a video game, so you're not going to be able to do every single thing. You know, we hadn't gotten to that point yet. But guys, reading the deep dive, truly, like, it pisses me off when I see comments that, oh, they didn't really upgrade anything. I'm like, are you illiterate? Guys, the level of control. And I'm gonna title this video just that. The choice is yours. Guys, you have some of the most creative freedom in college football 26 to create the experience that you want, both on the field and core gameplay mechanic wise, that I don't see how anybody could play this game and be like, I didn't enjoy it. Does that make sense? I'm not saying in the sense of like bugs and things like that. Those things are going to happen. It is a video game. You have an imperfect creature in mankind trying to make a perfect product. It's not going to happen. There's going to be bugs. There's going to be glitches. There's going to be issues. You report those. And the beautiful thing about being in this technological age is that they can patch it. They can fix those things, some of those things. Okay. Now, with that being said, you have control to create the gameplay experience that you want. When Wear and Tear first came out, you can go back and look at the videos of me talking about Wear and Tear. I was ecstatic because I don't know, guys. I saw the writing on the wall. I saw the potential. You know what I'm saying? No BBL needed. It's all natural and it's a beautiful thing and it's right because I saw the immersion with Wear and Tear, and it's the videos is there. Go look at the videos, okay, guys. They've taken the depths of Wear and Tear to unknown presidents, and it's opened up so many more gameplay elements. You know, like the automatic, like it makes you have to pay attention to subs. It makes you have to pay attention to. Okay, so let me put it like this: Wear and Tear has made elements of the game that have kind of gone under the radar exponentially more important and engaging. That's the word I'm looking for. It's made other gameplay elements engaging because a lot of your casual players, guys, or even your deep down players, I've used formation subs. I'm not a casual, I'm a deep down player, but I've used formation subs, but just to get I've used formation subs in a sense to get specific players on the field for specific plays. Does that make sense? But now people are going to be using formation subs to make sure that they balance out their depth charts on the field because of Wear and Tear. You get what I'm saying? On the fly substitutions are great. Not having to go to the pause menu to sub and things like that. I think that that's pretty cool. But Wear and Tear, the new depths of Wear and Tear has made it to where you're going to have to, if you're trying to be really successful and engaging in a simulation like experience, you're going to pay better attention to your formation subs because now hey, I got these running backs, I'm going to have to use them. And all because of Wear and Tear. Guys, even with recruiting, because now we know that these top running backs and quarterbacks and receivers and all the top players, these 4 and 5 stars, they're not going to just sit on the depth chart. If you don't play them, they're going to hit the portal, regardless of if you meet their game breaker, their deal breaker needs. The deal breaker could be playing for a championship contender. But if you're not giving them playing time, they're going to leave. So now, through formation subs and with wear and tear, it puts you in a position to where you're going to have to play them. And guys, that is a reflection of what you see on Saturdays. You know, people that don't like wear and tear, you know, you got the freedom to turn it off. But even better this year is you got the freedom to tweak it to how you would want it. So aside from bugs in the game, I honestly don't want to hear anybody talk about having a bad experience with the game, because you can not only tweak wear and tear, you can even tweak recruiting. Too many people hitting the transfer portal, you can tweak that. Okay? Players getting banged up too much, you can tweak that. Offensive line not blocking the way you like, you can tweak that. We talked about it on the live stream. A lot of people think that the slider thing is cheating. It's not. They're giving you some developer tools in game to make the game play more to the way that you want it. Now, there are limitations to it, but you can adjust it. Interceptions happening too much for you, you can adjust that. Pass blocking not working as good for you, you can adjust that. Players getting too tired too fast, you can adjust that. This game, like, bro, the choice is yours. The playbooks, the players, the schemes, the coaches, the uniforms. No, guys, I will not take that crap that 14 was more customizable to the player than this. Hell no. I've grown up playing football games since Sega Genesis, dog. Even in NFL 2K5 was not this customizable. There was depth in their franchise mode where you can even design workouts, weightlifting and conditioning and stuff like that. Practice, you could choose to go shell or full pads. But even 2K5 didn't have the level of customization and depth. Does that make sense? Those were gameplay elements. This is customization. You can basically make this game play the way that you want. Stunts, if you want to be an in-depth person like myself with stunts and twists, you can do that on each play. If you want a simplified stunt and twist experience, they thought about you too. They put it to where, hey, there's plays with built-in stunts and twists in the game. Bro, 2,800 new plays. There's almost 10,000 different plays in the game. I can't count the formations. So me and you playing the game, guys, how beautiful is it to have a football game where everybody could genuinely have a different experience? You know what I'm saying? Back then, playing Madden 96 on Sega Genesis, everybody had the same experience. It wasn't no customization in that. College Football 14, what customization was it in that? I mean, you had your AI sliders, don't get me wrong. But you couldn't dictate, well, you could. Now, I will say this. This is a feature that some people, we talked about in the live stream, that people would like to see. And that's dynamic difficulty. And in sense of this, where you could have a difficulty for offense and a different difficulty for defense. Okay? That's something that people want in the game. I personally like that as well. But 14 wasn't this customizable. You didn't have this level of control in 14. You didn't have this level of depth in NCAA football 14. You know what I'm saying? So people that say that, you wrong. I don't think people are truly reading and understanding what this deep dive is saying and what it's giving us, guys. For those of you who are casual players, you can have a casual experience. But those of us like myself who really go in depth with this to the point of, I mean, you playing it kind of pretty much like real life. This is the only football game that I have seen that allows you to do that. You know, people crap on abilities. Oh, they brought that over from Madden. Guys, no two players having the same abilities? Madden doesn't do that. Madden, a bunch of players have the same abilities. They telling you out of the thousands of players in this game, no two players have the same abilities. And then on top of that, they don't activate automatically. Even when you're on Heisman, it doesn't activate automatically. It's not a guaranteed thing. And even so much so that it follows the flow of the game. I can have a running back with the Platinum Bulldozer ability, but if I get into the game and I'm playing like crap, it's going to drop. Now, the most that it'll drop is 2 tiers, but also, guys, the most that it will raise is 2 tiers. So it's not like you're going to see a bunch of players on the field running around with these Heisman and Platinum perks. No, if you're silver, the highest that you can go is Platinum. If you're bronze, the highest that you can go is gold. You know, you can only go 2 tiers up. So if you're a silver tier, you're not going to be able to reach Platinum. Heisman. Only way you'll reach Heisman is if you have at least a gold tier and you raise to gold. You could get Platinum and then you can elevate the Heisman. Okay. So it's not like you find this 2-star athlete with a bronze ability and you ball out and he goes platinum and Heisman in the game. It's not going to happen. You know what I'm saying? So they even have balance with that. Now, the physics-based tackling thing, I'm excited for, but understand that this is their first time putting in college football. So it's going to come with its issues. It's going to come with its flaws and stuff like that. Understand that they can patch stuff if it's not right, okay? Because there's a lot of things working here. Like, people talk about they've implemented a lot. Stunts and twists, steer blocking, the secondary, the defensive stuff alone. And so there's a lot of moving pieces going on here, guys. I'm going to tell you straight up, expect some issues. More if you play online. Because the online community has a great way of finding issues with things. And not because they're looking for it, but because, they want the competitive edge. And so they test things until they break, or they find loopholes, or they find ways around certain things and things like that. So understand, if you see an issue, report it kindly, okay? Because they do read our Twitters. They do see what's on social media. They do pay attention. Madden, I don't know if they ever paid attention. I don't know. College football, they paying attention. And I'm not saying Madden don't. One thing people got to realize with Madden is that the NFL is strictly regulating EA on what they can do in Madden. I don't think people get that. I don't think people have ever truly understood that. But this deep dive, guys, the gameplay, it looks like 25, guys. Where you are not going to see a graphical jump in a year. 5 years from now, probably. They do some better stuff with the lighting and things like that. It looks the same. I don't have an issue with that because 25 looked amazing. I don't know anybody that looked at 25 and was like, this don't look good. The game already looks good. You ain't gotta, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. You know what I'm saying? Improve on it, but it ain't like, let's go reinvent the wheel on the second run of the game. But understanding that they're adding so much control in the game, man. It's a huge improvement. It always takes me back to that tweet where that guy was like saying, oh, college football is 25 2.0. Like 2.0, that's an improvement. That's an upgrade. And in the community, some people are saying, they don't feel like it's worth a $70 upgrade. Here's the deal that y'all got to understand. There are people who do this for a living, making this game for you. Do they not deserve to get paid? That junk costs money. Do you not know the millions of dollars it takes? Y'all people act like this game cost $70 and EA made it for $100. Like, this game, even though it's a new addition to the game, it costs millions to make. I don't see what's the problem with a company wanting a return on their investment. You know what I'm saying? They don't want to break even. They want to make a profit. They got people to pay. They got sponsors to pay. Lowe's is in the game. They got players to play now. They got employees to pay. They got you think that these official trophies that are gonna be in the game? Speaking of trophies, by the way, trophies are in the game, y'all. They sent the little thing here, right here. Trophies are in the game. which we knew that already. But the Doak Walker, the Heisman Trophy, you think that they get to put that stuff in the game for free? That costs money. Everybody I want Enter Sandman. That junk costs money, bruh. So a $70 price tag is justified. Guys, if you know what goes into game development, games really should have been around $70. I remember when PS4 was out, they was going to raise it to dang near 70, and people outraged so much, they kept it down. But if you knew how much it goes into making these games and how much it costs, bruh, it's an upgraded version of the game. There is drastic improvements, and it ain't stuff that they could have added that in a patch. Yeah, if the game came out every 2 years, probably. Or they would have put it as DLC, and then you would have complained about that. But with the game coming out every year, guys, it don't make sense to, some stuff just going to have to wait for next year's game. So understand that kind of stuff. Especially with these conferences and all that. It costs money, guys. It costs money. But to say that this is just, they could have did these in patch updates. No, they couldn't. There's a lot of coding that goes into this, buddy. It's a lot more complicated and complex than you think. So all in all, guys, this game, like, honestly, I truly feel, you may disagree with me on this, but if you have a bad experience with this game, I blame yourself. Simply because there's so many levels of, if wear and tear, this game is stupid, wear and tear doesn't make sense, adjust it. Lineman ain't, because even me, I used to complain about certain elements of the game, and then I started going to the sliders and adjusting the sliders to give myself the gameplay experience that I wanted, because I did feel like messing with the sliders was cheating. But I don't feel that way no more. Because it literally, they opened my eyes to that on the live stream. Because, I was like, man, this doesn't make sense that this guy caught this running back. Other people in the chat had the same issues. My buddy Omar gave me them sliders. Turn the speed threshold, because I was always a 0 speed threshold guy, because I was always told that that's the greatest disparity between slow and fast players. So I was like, shit, put it at 0. That way fast is fast and slow is slow. But I didn't know that it affected animations in the game. It's at 60. My fast players are still fast. But what's even crazier is the issue that I was having with those kind of running backs being tackled or committing to animation tackles before the guy's even touching them. Gone. Just from adjusting a slider, dude. And it's even to the point where I feel like EA should have somebody on that. They could easily say, hey, this is an issue in the game. Adjust your sliders to this until we can patch it. Or here's the fix. Adjust the sliders to da-da-da-da-da. But I don't think they have anybody dedicated to playing with the sliders to give people different experiences. There's people in the community that does. And hey, I want to be a part of that community now because, wow. I used to hate playing on Heisman. It's bearable now. It's bearable. Still, there's some unrealistic stuff that, well, I ain't gonna say unrealistic stuff that happens. It's just the error margin, computer's margin for error is extremely low. That's all it is. While yours seems like it raises, but that's a different video for a different day. But all in all, guys, this game is heavily customizable. You play this game the way that you want. Okay? You play this game the way that you want. The choice is yours. The choice is yours. Tune in tomorrow, guys. Like I said, let me know if y'all want to go live for the deep dive for the presentation, the campus huddle notes. And then, like I said, I ain't asking y'all on that one. We going live for deep dive on Dynasty because that's going to be a huge one. All right. So, and that's going to be Tuesday, the 24th. Guys, we will be 1 week and 2 days away from the early release after that. So it's going to be an eventful week this week and next week. Man, we here. Now I got to figure out who I'm going to do my rebuild with. I'm thinking about Colorado because since Prom ain't in the game, I could take it over. Till next time, y'all. Thanks for watching. Peace.